So my name's Rian, I'm 21 years old and I'm studying philosophy, politics, economics and sociology, PPS, just the name of the course. And I'm majoring in philosophy with a focus on philosophy of mind. And my plan is to do a master's in neuroscience next year, while also working full-time, hopefully, in leadership development consulting, which is working within organisations to help improve the performance of human capital and, as a result, increase the bottom line. So I was the year before, the one just gone, I went to Orange County and worked in like a paddleboarding shop and just absolutely loved California, fell in love with it entirely, but knew that I wanted to do an internship the summer just gone. So I had kind of as a goal from the end of that summer to try and get back out to LA to do an internship there, to sort of hit two birds with one stone and be able to get all the benefit of the experience of being abroad and living in a new place, while also obviously getting the work experience and career development as well. My role was just a general intern role, so I didn't have a specified kind of like subsection of the company that I was in. But I got lucky, I didn't get many mundane intern type tasks, so sort of crunching Excel or anything like that. I was involved in a number of different things, so I was involved in doing research to help validate the company's organisational interventions, drawing up sales decks, processing testimonials, interacting with clients, and quite a wide different array of tasks, which was great from a learning and experience perspective, and all of them were stimulating and interesting as well, which I was lucky on. Yeah, one thing, so the company I was working for has a number of different high return practices, which is what they implement in the organisations that they coach and help develop. I think there's 9 that the company uses, and each of them are sort of research-backed interventions that they implement in these organisations, and on my own accord I developed one alongside. I got a little bit of help from one of the employees who I got along well with, and he sort of advised me as to what the parameters were for developing it and how to go about it. And then I presented that to my boss on the last day, and he was absolutely delighted with it and is looking at implementing it in organisations now. So yeah, I was happy with that. Well, the part of LA that I was in, which was Santa Monica and Venice, this sort of space is extremely prevalent there. Like the kind of thought leaders and people at the cutting edge of neuroscience, positive psychology, well-being, leadership development, all of these areas are all in and around in a high concentration that area. So it was just the absolute hub for what I was doing the internship in and what I'm interested in and what I want to work in later down the line. So there was that, plus the fact that it's just beautiful, just epic in every way as well. So yeah, I'd say, well, firstly, just definitely 100% do it. It's 100% worth doing. It just adds so much more to the internship experience by you're getting the base career skills and experience anyway, but then you're also getting so much more on top of that through being immersed in a new place and culture and people, and also a new way of doing business. Like the business culture in the States is quite different to here. It's much more cutthroat and ruthless, and you're expected to just provide results, and excuses are much less tolerated. Customer service and so forth is higher. So I found that really beneficial as well, to be in that sort of fast-paced, cutthroat environment, like where if you're not performing, you'll get fired and stuff like that. So it's helpful from that perspective too. In multiple ways, from the perspective of just the work experience and internship and having that on my CV and having learned the skills and gotten the development through that massively, then also just through being exposed to just a massively wide variety of different people and mindsets and outlooks, and getting to explore a new place entirely, and kind of just being thrown in the deep end of having to live and work in a new place with not many contacts going out there. It was a great experience in and of itself. It was kind of a sink or swim thing, which was great because it sort of forced me to step up and just make the most of the opportunity. So it made it a bit more complicated. Also, my passport expired while I was out there, so I had to coordinate some extra things around that. But given that I was in Zurich and doing it from there, and that I didn't even have a passport at the time, it was pretty straightforward and handy enough. And also, like, any of that sort of admin time spent is long forgotten about after a week or two of being in the States. You forget about the bit of extra admin work you have to do. It just expands your mindset and belief system. Like it's very easy to get too acquainted with kind of whatever cultural conditioning exists within the place that you live and have grown up. So by going abroad, you begin to see that certain things aren't necessarily like objectively the way, and that other cultures and other people have different ways of doing things and viewing things and thinking about the world. And it's helpful to get to realise that, I think. It's fun as well. It's novel, like things are new, food's different, people are different, weather's better and different. Yeah, I just kind of don't see the point in not going away as well at some point. Yeah, you may as well. Yeah, just absolutely kind of throw yourself into it. Seize every single tiny opportunity, even if you don't feel like it. You know, it's very easy, say for example, after a day of work, you just want to go home and relax and watch Netflix and chill. But it's just worth doing every little tiny random thing, whether it's a meetup on meetup.com, or it's some random talk that's on in whatever area you're in, or it's meeting someone who you've connected with via Facebook, or whatever it is, just do it. And don't give in to the urge to just kind of stay within your comfort zone and do the easy thing. Yeah, I couldn't recommend EazyCity more. You guys were absolutely just top notch in every respect. And yeah, as I was saying, my process was a little bit more complex. There was also a few complications with the actual company I was interning in, and you guys couldn't have made it smoother and better, and I would not hesitate at all to recommend the service to absolutely anyone. And I would urge anyone to do an internship abroad if they can at all.